Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching us. Today we'll demonstrate guys how to remove and replace downstream oxygen sensor on BMW E65 E66. We have a code P0036, which is a bed heater oxygen sensor. Okay, bank 1 oxygen sensor 2. Bank 1 is on this side right here guys, and oxygen 2, that's the downstream sensor. So that's a replacement one guys. And what we're gonna do, it's not original, made by Bosch or BMW. Even the BMWs are made by Bosch, I believe. This is one of those cheap ones. We want to see if that thing will perform, if it will be good, so we can share our information with you and let you know if that is going to fix the engine light problem. So stay with us, we'll demonstrate how to remove it now and how to replace it guys. Make sure that you have the car safe on jack stands, always support everything really good. It's really good to do that when the engine is cold. In our case, we drove it to the shop so it will be warm, but you have to be super careful because otherwise you can seriously burn yourself. That exhaust and catalytic converter could be extremely hot. So always we recommend to leave it like that for a couple hours and do the job after that. So now we need to get an 8mm socket guys, and we need to remove, there is I believe 4 bolts, okay, that hold that transmission cover. That way we'll be able to read the oxygen sensors. Okay, 2 are down. I'll hold it right here. And just one more. Okay, and that transmission cover is out guys. Okay, you can see like that. Okay guys, so the oxygen sensor wire goes right there and you need to disconnect it. It's almost impossible to show you. Okay, let me just get the light out of the way so I can aim it a little bit better. Okay, that's where it's going, you can see, and it's by the transmission side there. So you need to get it out of the spring holders. Okay, and that's where the plug is. Okay, you can see it came out of the clip. Okay, so we'll be able to pull the wire down now. Okay, once we do that, we'll be able to disconnect it. Now we're going to get the 7/8 wrench and get it loose. And these ones, those are usually really tight, so we need to get a hammer to knock on the wrench a little bit to get it loose. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and disconnect it first because when we get it loose, we will actually have to turn it. Okay, so those, you need to spread those two here, okay. Those are a little bit weird. And pull it out. Okay. Okay, one side is still holding, you need to get both of them at the same time. Okay, it came out. So now what we actually can do, okay, we can get the wrench and put it on, put it through the wire on top of the oxygen sensor so it gets there better. And get it loose now. Okay, get the hammer and tap on it and it will come loose. That way you will not mess it up, because if you catch it with that stuff, it might you might mess up the sensor and not be able to remove it, so you have to use the whole full-size wrench. So we'll go ahead and remove it now, guys. Just unscrew it by hand. That's why you need to disconnect the wire first, so you can pull it out, otherwise it will twist too much. And this is the oxygen sensor right here. So this is the new sensor, guys, right here. We're going to install it. It's good to put a little bit of anti-seize on the thread. Sometimes people say. We're not going to do that. As you can see, we don't have any right now. So just get it tight first, okay, to make sure that the cable is not wrinkled anywhere, okay. And you need to make sure you get it tight really good so it doesn't leak. Okay, all we have to do now, guys, is connect your wire, okay. It just goes only one way, so you need to push it in until it locks really good. Okay, that's it right there. And we'll need to install it where it's supposed to stay, there by the transmission, and we'll see if it works. Alright guys, so this is the old one. As you can see, drove it quite a bit. Okay, and no engine light on, which is okay. I'm sorry for the shaking, which is awesome. We're going to go to the live data quick here and check if the oxygen sensor 2, bank 1 sensor 2 works good. Okay, let's check it quick. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so this is sensor 2 right here. So 0.48 volts, okay, 0.52, so it goes up and down. The optimum, it should stay when everything is balanced. You'll notice that it will go to 0.45. That's when everything is really balanced. So no engine light on. This one still works pretty good. Okay, we'll drive it some more, and we'll see if something goes wrong. We'll put in the description or the comments, so you know that it's not going to work. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. And so guys, hopefully the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now check out our YouTube channels, guys. We have more than 19,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.